lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Yeah, we magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55. Now watch one. Hey, shoot!
And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check 24. Sponge. No. Joker. You're out. Check.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Go. Deep river.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Watching it by. Watch QB drop. Wide. Get wide. Watch the ship. Watch the side.
On second down now, it's Potter, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Nicholson. And he'll find Hall. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Come on, D.
2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a keeper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of a... About 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 57 yards.
First down, Redskins.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time when you do it consistently.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the Redskins, they're going to go for 2 here. Out of the shotgun, Haskins steps away to his left. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Nicholson. He completes it to Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Hey, Delta. Now.
On 1st down, Nicholson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
60 yards. Hard. Come. Be careful.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Runs through the contact. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
On the double.
9:55. Hey, eat. Go. Let him know.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, Kamara. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Haskins. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot of.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Three down.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. And he's going to go down again.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. And that is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Hey, exit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Hey, check right. Watch 55. Too little, Cupcake. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. the outlaw. Hey, lock it. He's coming, he's coming. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Stop your whining.
25, check 25, check 25. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, I-7, get it.
Off the play fake. Nicholson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Check. What? Hey, Charlie. Shut up.
A final shot before break. Nicholson. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined. It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Nicholson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. This is Tate. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check 4, check 4. On the ball.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. Caught right side. Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Nicholson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Let's go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Under 10, 10. 61, Max Fox, lights. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Here we go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the set.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Leo. Let's see what you got. 49, check 49, check. Hey, Echo. Hey, alert 3. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Nicholson. And this is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Out. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the... Backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Now.
To throw on third down, Nicholson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Kamara now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, go, go.
On second down, here's Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's get it.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Saints 15-yard line.
55, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Haskins back to the air. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Nicholson, complete. Smith has it. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking to throw on second down. Nicholson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Hard. Ready.
He may try and run for this. And McCoy loses the football into the Redskins. How did they do?
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.